for some reason we're supposed to feel guilty about having a successful society. You know what it's like? In Coming Apart, Charles Murray writes about our lower classes and how it really is a selfish thing. We don't really have classes in America, but for lack of a better term,
right.
The upper crust, the college educated, the people who are your neighbors. It's really a selfish thing that they will not impart their upper class values to the lower classes who need instruction. For example, don't have children out of wedlock.
Right.
I mean, you don't have to go to college. That's the only thing we'll hear from the Obamas, the Democrats, and the Marco Rubios. But you do need to have certain basic character or behavioral traits.
Don't yell at cops when they ask you for ID. Just sit there and seethe. Seethe.
Right, don't throw rocks at them and try to grab their guns. But it's analogous to what these successful cultures like America are doing. And Canada, what we ought to be doing is imparting these values of Western civilization and fairness and constitutional rights and freedom of speech and freedom of religion and live and let live and protecting the weak and everyone lives and the rule of law. We should be imparting these values the same way the people who live in Scarsdale ought to be imparting their, rules for a successful life to the weakest, most vulnerable, and most dysfunctional but across the board, we're just the successful cultures, the successful people, the successful behaviors. No, don't tell them. That would be rude. We don't want to shame them. No, but you could change their lives for the better.
You reminded me of the Twitter feed that is someone giving financial advice in Wu-Tang lyrics, all Wu-Tang rap talk on how to get your savings in order and how to write a check and all these other basic financial things. But it sounds like arrogance is a vice if you're around neighbors you've been with for thousands of years. If your neighbors are brand new from a culture that came here because it sucks, it's time to dust off arrogance, blow it off, and represent it to them and say, actually, I don't usually do this, but we are the best, and here's how we did it. Did you like that? Okay, check it out. I got a whole comedy show called How's It Going, Eh? You just have to click right here to subscribe.